Defay, Buitendag, and Ho going head-to-head here to get a spot into round 3. Second and third get reseeded in the second round of competition.
You know, I think that those are dear to your heart. You know, that feeling is tough to top.
Catching up to a couple of rides during the break. This was Coco Ho, Pete.
Coco Ho feeling really good after that win just last week. So coming into Huntington Beach with a renewed vigor. You know, it's you know, she's been having a tough start on the championship tour with a string of 13s, getting a 9th over there in Fiji. And then Johanne on her backhand here. Again, so comfortable even, you know, in all venues. And I think her biggest attribute that she carries is that she has an amazing ocean read. She can surf any venue and pick out the best waves. Bianca Buitendag finishing runner-up here to Johanne Defay last year. But sometimes you get a little too excited, and that seemed like what happened there.
More waves on the way, scrapping into this one. The defending U.S. Open champ, Johanne Defay, big rooftop float. Laying low to get into some clear water. Just running out of a serious section to work with. Needed a 3.51 on that one to take the lead. Low seed in this one, Coco Ho, but coming off the huge win at Oceanside, she's got the momentum. How'd you like Defay's approach?
I love it. You know, she has a floater where she gets a little twist on the lip, adds a little extra flair to a maneuver that sometimes can be overlooked, but it is a nice transition move. Unfortunately for her, there wasn't another section behind it.
Looking forward to seeing the next performance from Manuel in round 3. Right now, Coco Ho's looking to skip this round as well. Big first turn in the pocket for the Hawaiian. Little misread on the second effort, so she'll be incomplete on maneuver number 2. Coco only needed a 2.75 for the lead.
I mean, it may be enough, you know, considering that it's only a 2.75, but that could have been a 7.5 or some 8, you know, and gone excellent. You see that, just stylish little tail throw. And then here, she just tries to do the similar maneuver, pushing the limits a little bit to try and get that big score.
We just look at the confidence. There's the final with 3-time world champion Carissa Moore, taking out the biggest names on the top 17 for that victory. Now we'll catch up to Coco Ho, weaving her way on her backhand, runs to her forehand to finish, and now runs out of water. Sometimes her backhand is often talked to her strength, and she got to do a little bit of everything on that wave.
Well, there's a split of the peak. We got to see Bianca on her backhand, which of course Bianca has a great ability to put up big scores on her backhand. She has honed on this right-hand point breaks the goods at the moment, although Courtney Conlog, very, very consistent, has been making finals all throughout the season.
Checking out Coco Ho, clean frontside snap. And now just weaving. This wave's not going to really set her up for the reform, so she's out. But her wave before is 6.8. It's not like she was surfing on a completely different platform. It's a different system, but she surfed against world champions to earn her win in Oceanside just the other day.
Well, I mean, it's a perfect example. You got a nice first turn there by Coco Ho here. Needs a 5.54 to take back the lead because Bianca, because of her last wave, was able to get the lead. Here's Mia Collins, a young girl who has just made her way onto, this is, I think it's her first championship tour event, or she got in a wild card before.
I'm going with you on the first event, Pete. We'll look that up to make it official.
Yeah, and it's like, this is a big deal to especially be able to do it on her home break here at Huntington Beach.
Mia Collins, first appearance at the championship tour level, coming up in the very next heat.
That's sick. You know what I mean? To watch that and be able to view it. Again, watching her heat this morning, she surfs so amazingly patient and takes the win in the trials, and now we'll be able to compete against, you know, the best of the best.
Watching Defay now, late hit, she's out. Still looking for a 9.04 to take the lead. 7 minutes on the clock. We'll check out the heat recap. Bianca Buitendag has had some success here in the past. Looking loose on her backhand. Kicked things off with a solid score to 5.67.
Yep, and then she was able to back it up midway through that heat. Had the early lead, but Coco started to mount her comeback. Had the best score, a 6.8. You know, attacking the lip on the backhand. Utilizing that Mayhem Mapiolas to all it's worth. A little bit bigger equipment even. And there, just a blast. One maneuver, enough for a 5.57. That took the lead. Needed a 5.54. So just barely getting it. And back to the live action, you've got Bianca Buitendag holding down first priority.
There's no wave max, so they can just keep catching waves and try to get those top numbers. This is the Goofy Foot, former Rookie of the Year, Bianca Buitendag, falling down on the finish. We'll catch up to Coco down by the pier. More waves in this set. And last year's U.S. Open champ, Johanne Defay, looking for a big backside snap. Pulls off one move and kicks out.
Carrying a couple threes, Johanne Defay, in succession, and turn a heat fairly quickly.
That's what you love about the game here. Beach break conditions looking really rippable for Buitendag's backhand. First turn, nice and clean in the pocket into a backhand wrap, filling in the flats well. So he's gonna have to fade this one big time to get the inside corner, and it's going completely flat.
Although right now, it seems like that trench is deeper than normal, because I have not yet seen anybody really connected. Now, my serves yesterday were really challenging to be able to get to that inside, and the same thing happened for Bianca here. She gets those moves on the outside, and then there's this really deep trench on the inside. You know, we've had pretty consistent swell, so there's been a lot of current, and that more current we have, the more sand gets ripped out through that trench, because there's actually a current that runs through the inside.
Into a place to take out a championship tour win. At the moment, she's got a minute to close this one out to save her lead, but Buitendag has found some space to perform here. The South African just powering a couple of soft sections. Really trying to force the score here. 5.71 is what she needs to get the lead.
Several several yards away. She catches this out in front of the competitors' area. We haven't seen a lot of the competitors make a move this far south on the beach break. Again, in that section up there, it's a little bit different. The wave doesn't quite have as much energy as it does up against the pier. So you got to make your moves happen and be really strong where she's sitting in the lineup.
Down to 25 seconds. Coco throwing a couple of big backside turns, smaller wave, but still has plenty of speed to try to get the reform. This wave's going to drop her off quickly, down to 10 seconds remaining. Bianca hoping for a 5.71, and Coco looking to protect her lead, and we're going to run out of time.
You know, just an example of how deep that trench is. No energy able to push her forward. I mean, at least sometimes there's a swell that'll allow you to kind of ride a little bit of transition to be able to get to that inside section. We have yet to see it happen today, so I'll be surprised if we see that shore break really come into action. But it is possible.
Waiting to make this heat official, Bianca Buitendag chasing a 5.71. We'll let you know if she was able to turn this heat right after this.